Are you seeing more solo founders or people who are really able to scale because they don't have, as many employees, right? And they don't have to worry about headcount or operational, dependency, etc.?
So I'm seeing traditional modes of business become less and less important as time goes on. So what's a traditional mode? So for example, the size of your team, or that your access to talent, your access to the technical abilities, or the amount of funding you have. AI is really taking those modes and making them not so important anymore, because the size of your team, you can have AI workers who help you do a job which usually takes 10 hours a week and take that down to 20 minutes. So, and there are a lot of those tasks which can be automated, the boring stuff. And then you have access to knowledge, or access to talent. Or AI it like almost makes knowledge, it takes knowledge and puts it at your fingertips. So that's not such a moat anymore. Access to finance, well, you don't need a big team, you don't need a big office anymore. Like all of these traditional moats and ways of doing business aren't really moats any longer. So then you have to ask yourself, well, what is important? And I think some of the things which are important and which are going to become more important in the future are stuff like personal branding,
Mm-hmm.
social media. How do do people see a face behind the brand? Do they relate to the brand? Because there are going to be a lot more businesses as barriers to entry fall. So what's going to differentiate you? And I think something like social media, like something like your values, people want to connect with people, not businesses behind brands. I think that's going to be a new mode, which is really going to help businesses differentiate from competitors.
Yeah, certainly. I'd say the last thing we should definitely cover is like that personal brand piece. How are you seeing these, executives using AI for either curating it, creating it, maybe automating, their personal brand? Because ultimately that is then the biggest marketing tool, right? Not just about the company, but about the person who's leading and orchestrating and, growing the company.
Right. So first of all, I would say at the moment, we are very sensitive to AI slop. So there was a time,
Mm-hmm.
especially on a platform like LinkedIn, a lot of people would take their content, go straight to ChatGPT or Claude, and then say, I want to write a post about XYZ, generate me a post. And the post would be very generic, would sound heavily AI generated, and people almost picked up a radar. The second they see something which looks like AI slop, they'll disengage completely. So first of all, use AI, like use Claude to help you write your post, but to help you write your post, not to write them for you. So you write it up yourself and then ask Claude, help me brainstorm this idea or help me rewrite this, and then actually go and rewrite it yourself, because I'm seeing that people are actually relating to content which is not perfect, which isn't punctuated and polished so cleanly. Like that's what's starting to get views right now. Things which have a personal story or like which show the human side of you. That's very important. Now, in terms of a lot of people also ask me, can AI take over my social media? Like I don't like being behind camera. Can it do something for me?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a matter of time. I think it's a matter of time before we have, and there are social media accounts like Instagram accounts of whatever AI generated people. But I think it's a matter of time, Paul, before we can have this conversation with AI avatars like us. Now, will it be the same quality and level? That's a whole discussion. But there's a platform now called Synthesia. So it's like the iPhone 3. Like AI today is the worst it will ever be. It's only
Mm-hmm.
going up. And I
Yeah.
think that's the way to see it. But to just outsource all of your social media to Claude or ChatGPT and do a hit and run just doesn't work anymore, because we have this radar which detects AI written content. We want to relate to humans. And I think that's one where you can really leverage your personal brand, show the human side of you.